Welcome to Next Level Two's first live stream here. Hi, Amazing Cars 13. We got things ironed out. We had an issue with the camera. It wanted me to do vertical. We're going to give a few more minutes for a few others to jump on here, and we'll dive right into this. We went hunting for Hot Wheel cars, and that was a freaking bummer. I don't know what happened, but 7 stores has like 10 cars or less. I am doing great. How you doing, Amazing Cars 13? I'm glad to have you as my first live stream in the entire world. I'm taking questions, answers, and then we will dive into all this stuff we have here on the table. I was going to do a different angle with this, but that's not working. I love California. About 8 years ago, I won a bowling tournament and got to go to Reno, Nevada. My dad came with me for about 8 days. Got to bowl in a National Bowling Stadium. We drove to the California state line. It's beautiful. That's sadly all we did in California, though. We just went back. But one day, I plan to go back. It's beautiful. Lake Tahoe and all that stuff. It's gorgeous. I hope you had a good trip. I know you was on vacation. I don't guess anybody else is going to join us. I know this was a last minute thing. Went to the gym, did a few other things, and finally just had opportunity. Internet's working, so I jumped right on it. I got some great diecast finds. My vacation went great. That's awesome. I promise after the live stream I will check out all those videos you uploaded. I was just trying to get everything together because this was a last minute stitch effort to do a live stream. Our internet has been on and off. They say we have water in the lines that's causing the internet to fluctuate and have issues. But right now we are doing good with the internet. Let me adjust this a little. Here we go, that's better. Dang, see my face. Oh, definitely. I'm not in no hurry. I'm off all weekend. And what else was I going to say? I forgot. But we have a lot of stuff I'm going to get into here. I plan to do this live stream here for about a couple hours. See how things go. At least until my phones die. Because I am anxious to do this. Again, I'm going to thank all subscribers. We have really fluctuated in this channel in the past 2 months. We went from like 1,400 to 1,600 subscribers. Honest Diecast, welcome to the channel. We are doing our first live stream. It was a last stitch effort to do one. I wanted to do one when we hit 1,500 subscribers, but we had an internet issue. So we are live and we're glad to take any questions, answers. We'll also review never before seen Matchbox cars that we've had for a while for this live stream here a little later. Thank you, brother. Great to see you. Fantastic. We definitely welcome you. What is my favorite Matchbox car? I like any Matchbox car that has specialty stuff on them, like this. Advertising. I love Matchbox cars, I really do, but Hot Wheels is my #1 favorite diecast. But I will collect about anything, especially if they're vintage Matchbox cars. Like the metal on the metal frames. Later on they made this metal and plastic. This is the original tow truck. That's the kind of stuff I like. Someone else jumped in the room but jumped right out. I don't know who that was, but glad to have him for about, what, 20 seconds? If anybody got any questions, we'll answer any and all questions, as long as they're appropriate. But back to the channel. We wanted to do that live stream, and we got internet issues, but now they're better. Now, we're going to go over a bunch of stuff here I have wrote down, but we'll start that here a little bit later, see if we get a few more on so they don't miss it. I will tell you about tomorrow, though, since y'all are the first ones here. I will check out your live stream tomorrow because I am off. Just going to the gym, and I am going to hit some Goodwill stores because I love going to Goodwill. What got me into collecting? I have been collecting diecast cars since I was 8 years old. And if you go back to my old videos, you can see where I still have my old cars from when I was a child. And I beat them up, I smashed them up, and the ones I loved, I really held on to. Fantastic. I love watching unboxing videos. Amazing Cars 13. We will definitely check it out. I can even stay up late because I don't have to be worked till like 2 o'clock that Monday. But back to what me into collecting. I collect action figures. I know that's not a big thing anytime I put them on YouTube. They don't really get a lot of views, but it's still something I love. But collecting diecast is my all-time favorite thing I've always done. When I started this channel 5 years ago, it just didn't pan out. I don't know what happened, but one of my first videos was that Matchbox video that got 91,000 views now. But the other videos I put on there, I just had to delete because no one watched them. But it's just something I just always want to do with this channel. That's why if you look back, and I don't know how to go back to the questions, I just totally missed one. If you can, please ask that question or what you just said, because I'm new to this. This is my first live stream. I had another phone here so I can see the questions and answers, but it is not working. Hey, go to 813. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but I am glad to see you. Welcome to the live stream. We have 3 of you on here. That's great. More the merrier, because we have a lot of stuff we're going to discuss here shortly. Back to that question. I plan to collect for many more years. I have totes and boxes full of cars. I have a comic type of video on my channel a couple years ago where I made a trailer of some of my collections. I have over 30,000 different diecast cars. I have a habit of just buying them and buying them and buying them. It just, I tend to go overboard sometimes. Like, I think I just got the one, I end up having 2 of them. How many of y'all do that? Like, you go to the store and you, do I have this car? That's just how many cars I tend to buy if I really like the castings. I saw someone else just jump in and jump out, but anyway, any more questions? Because we are going to give you a sneak peek, or at least tell you about tomorrow's video. We headed out early this morning, about 8 in the morning. Well, wait a minute here. Scroll. Oh, heck yeah. Thank you, Honest Diecasts. I appreciate that. That's awesome. I didn't want to touch the screen because logged out. I don't think no one's seen it, but I had about a 30-second live stream that I accidentally deleted. I appreciate that. How's the Wi-Fi? I got unlimited internet, so we should not have no choppy type of issues. I'm recording in 4K, so hopefully it looks okay. Does it look okay, everybody? We got no, well, someone else was in the room, but they popped back out again. I just want to say I love all people who's involved in the diecast collecting world because it's a big thing. We have a lot of collectors. Thank you, Honest Diecast. I appreciate that. Fist bump. I really appreciate that. Do any of y'all live on the East Coast? I know Chris does from East Coast Diecast. He's a great guy. He does a lot of videos. Hopefully one day we can meet up with him because he is just, I think, 4 hours from us. I would love to meet other YouTubers and go Hot Wheel hunting, Matchbox hunting. Preferably Hot Wheel hunting because there's more fun to it. That's the thing. Matchbox, I wish they would make a limited edition car, kind of like Hot Wheel Super or something. Other than that, I do like the castings. King Lee Gamer, my best friend Jacob. Welcome to my live stream, buddy. I do want to let you know, if you're up for the gym tomorrow, hit me up. I know we got some issues going on with families. Please just let me know, and we'll hit right up there to the gym for a little bit and even do some Hot Wheel hunting. But I will check out your live stream too. Pennsylvania? Well, comments just seem to disappear. Awesome. I appreciate that information. Florida, that's not too far. We could always take a vacation and scroll down there, and anywhere else, really. If I belch, please forgive me. I just got done eating pizza. So we got 4 in the room. That's great. Please leave likes if you can. I'd never, ever push subscribe to my channel, like, and all that stuff. You won't ever see that in my videos. It annoys me whenever I watch a video. Every 5 minutes, someone's pushing for their channel. That's something I don't do. So I will, maybe once a month, might say something like that. But I figure if you like the channel, you're going to like it. If not, then I'm not going to force you to like it. So we got 3 likes and 3 people. Fantastic. Now, let's talk about tomorrow. I got a video that I'm going to be working on here right after the live stream. And check out Amazing Cars 13 videos. We did find a nice little haul from a yard sale. We got a little box of cars. Some vintage was in there. I did not go through them. I asked them how much they wanted for them. She said they're 50 cents a piece. So I was like, how much for the whole box? It's like a little tote full. She's like, oh, you can have the whole tote for $5. It looks like a pretty good little haul there, and we got a few others also. So that will be the video for tomorrow. I appreciate all the likes. I won't even mention any more of that for the night, because that's just something I don't want to do. Now, mail call, that is something I want to talk about. I'm trying to work with the post office to see if I can get a post office box, and then I'll put that on my description. So you can send me letters if you want to meet up and we'll do whatever, or send some cars for mail call, whatever you want to do. I will be doing the same with that same address. I don't know when it will be happening, but I'm hoping within the next month, because where I literally work 40 hours or more a week, it's just very hard for me to do that. And then generally I have my son through the weekends. He's getting ready to turn 10. We're starting a channel together because it's kid content. So it's separate from this channel. But you can see him on a few of my older videos, because I ain't deleting those. We have a lot of fun with those, making them videos. So we will continue that on that channel. I forgot the name of it, but he loves Minecraft. Corklet Porklet. That's the channel that we just recently started. It's kid content, so we can do whatever, share memories and have fun. And who knows, he wants to have a YouTube channel. He came to me a couple weeks ago. He's like, Daddy, I want to start a YouTube channel. We did it. That's what we did this past weekend. But mail call will be coming. Let's see here. Hot Wheel Racing. I want to talk about that too. I know we've been saying that all year. We've been having health issues, which have gotten better. Then we've had financial issues because we're not getting overtime like we were. That's me buy stuff like studio equipment, Hot Wheel cars, and stuff like that. So it's just been one thing after another with this COVID stuff. But we have all the track I need. We have pretty much 90% of what we need to do these Hot Wheel not streams, but races. I'm still looking for the 6-lane track. I don't want to order it off eBay. I'm hoping to find one in person. And that's one thing we need. And then we want a gimbal for our phone. That way I can record and it's not like all flippy, flappity. But that's pretty much the only 2 things we really need, and we can start doing Hot Wheel races. We see 4 people in the room. I appreciate 5. That's great. Welcome everybody to Next Level Toys, first live stream. We did this. We threw this together just about hour and a half ago. I was upstairs just chilling and wondering, it's time for YouTube since our internet is doing well. Anybody have any questions? We'll go ahead and dive into these cars that we have not put on YouTube yet. We've been saving them for live streams. We have thousands of cars. There's no way I'm even going to get all these on YouTube. There's just no way. Maybe in a couple years we might get them all on there. All right, no questions? Y'all want to see us go ahead and dive into these cars? First off, what we're going to do, I do answer these Facebook marketplaces. And there's a dude that had some cars on there, and we bought them off of him a while back. This has been a couple years ago. I'm not opening them, obviously, but these are from the 90s. How many of y'all remember the Matchbox cars that actually came in the cereal boxes? This is Rice Krispie Treats. Early 90s is when these came out. But we have, I think, all of them. This is the blue truck. We have actually 2 of those. So one day when we start doing trades and whatnot, we can trade one. And that's why I buy doubles. This was an accident. But I do tend to buy some doubles if I really like the casting to do some trading. I don't ever really sell them. Like, I haven't even done no trading yet. But that is what I'm planning to do. Here is the Corn Pops Kellogg's truck. Do they still make Corn Pops? I used to eat those when I was younger, but I don't think I've seen them in stores anymore. I'm not sure. It's got the Raisin brand. We also have these mint out of the package, but I wanted them in the packaging. All of them except for this. We have all of them but that one. I was originally going to open one of them, but I was like, they've been in there for over 20 some years. I'm not opening those. Frosted mini Reeds. If you're lucky, you can still find these at yard sales. And we also got Apple Jacks. That was my favorite cereal when I was a kid. If you missed anything, you can always go back and review it later. I guess that's how it works. I think it actually uploads it straight to YouTube. Again, this is our first live stream. Super stoked about it. We picked this up at a yard sale a couple years ago. These are Hot Wheel Premier, or not Hot Wheels. Forgive me, I'm going to always say Hot Wheels because that's my favorite subject, but Matchbox. These are the Matchbox Premier's Hot Rod Collection. I've never opened them, but we're going to open them for you all. I think we just gave a couple bucks a piece for them. So let's see what these even look like. Oh, sweet. This is a Corvette. And it's got real riders on it, guys. I know I didn't get no more than $2 for these, so I hardly ever do on my tightwad when it comes to the yard sales. What do y'all think about this Corvette? I don't even know the age of these. They don't say nowhere on the box. Or on the car. 1989, is it really that old? I'm not sure. But that is actually probably one of the coolest looking Matchbox cars I've seen. I didn't even know they had plastic tires on those. This one is a 57 Thunderbird. Let's see this. We just have cars all over the place. And I don't want to damage the box. Oh, wow. I'm glad I bought these. This says it's 1988. These might be from the late 80s, early 90s. If you know, I'm always happy to find out. This has rear riders also, and I like this flame job. It's a nice Thunderbird. We won't get the opportunity to do a lot of live streams like this, but we will try to do as many as we can. Speaking of live streaming, next available weekend, I'm going to do a live stream and hit a bunch of retail stores and do an actual Hot Wheel hunt live streaming. I wanted to do that this past Friday. We got rumor that we may not be working that Friday, they told us that about Monday, Tuesday, because low production numbers and whatnot. It's being from our companies, but that's another story. But we ended up having to work that Friday. But I was going to go to Target first thing that morning, start the live stream in the parking lot, hit that Target, because there's only 2 Targets in our area. Swing over next door to Walmart. There's also a Hobby Lobby I've never been to before. I know they have Hot Wheels from YouTube videos. There's also a Dollar Tree and a Kroger's, all right there in a circle. I figured that would be a cool live stream hunt, so next available weekend that we actually are off, we will do that. Here's a Mitsubishi Eclipse stickers. Again, you have not seen these on YouTube because I've not put them on there. They're just random cars. I didn't really know how to put them on the videos because they're just all random stuff, but I'm not opening this. This is actually from 2006. It even has a Matchbox. For you're wondering, the original Matchboxes were called Matchbox because they came in an actual little Matchbox. I have a few of those in my very first video from the 60s. Then there's a Premier collection, one of 25,000. That's pretty rare considering it's Matchbox, because they make millions of castings of each car. And this has wheel riders on it. I think I probably gave $1 for this. This came from KB Toys in the early mid-90s, 1995. When I see cars like this at yard sales, I gotta nab them up, because unless they want $20 for it, and I'll be like, ha ha ha, no thanks. We did a Matchbox video just a couple of days ago. It's approaching 400 views on it. Someone was like, why didn't I get the Bugatti? We already had the Bugatti. Matchbox cars I don't really try to buy too many of, but unless I really like the casting, I might get a second one. Again, this was an accident. Let's just go ahead and go through the Dodge Corvette police car. It reminds me of the Andy Griffith Show with their old-time police car. That's a car I would definitely trade someone because I didn't mean to get a double for it. And we've done that many times, guys. Many, many, many times. In fact, I have 2 of these. I didn't know it, but apparently I found this earlier in the year, and we found it again a couple of days ago during a hunt, and now we have 2 of these. This is the 68 Dodge D200. Be glad to trade that too, since we have 2 of them. Here is the Mbx field car. I'm going to show you all the Matchbox cars now that we have acquired in the past year or 2. Some of them are actually pretty cool. This is the 59 Chevy wagon. It has a canoe on the top of it. Got it because it's a unique looking casting. Something I've never seen before. Not even with Hot Wheels. I don't ever remember a canoe on a car. Sugar Daddy. I got this in that dollar haul Hot Wheels at the flea market about a month, half, 2 months ago now, where every car was $1. I bought up 90% of that stuff. I'm still bummed about that Bronco though. The little kid deserved it. I'm glad he did. I'm glad he yoinked it from me. But that was a nice vehicle. It was in pristine condition with the plastic bike even attached to it. But that happens. I didn't want to be a complete hog. This is the, what is this? Chevy Caprice 1975. This is from a couple years ago. It's just a standard looking sedan. And for those wondering, the tires, I am loving the new tire scheme because they went back to what they used to be in the 60s. I love the Audis. This is the 2020 TT. Mine is still in the shop. It's been in the shop for 3 weeks. I hope to have that back Monday. We got word yesterday. Apparently a little wire burned up in there causing the sensors to act up. So they fixed it. We're ordering the wiring, but should have it fixed Monday. And thank you to my dad. He's been letting me borrow his truck to go back and forth to work and things. This is the NASA Chariot. For those who know me, I love sci-fi stuff. This is a NASA vehicle. How cool is this though? I did buy 2 of these because it's very unique. I will trade it if anybody wants one. GMC school bus. Plastic casting. Not a fan, but we do have a metal bottom. The only reason I like the plastics is for racing, because they just seem to win a lot of races with the plastic bodies. But I'm just not a fan, because 20 years down the road, I hate to see what that plastic will look like, all cracked and chipped. Big banana car. This is probably one of my favorite Matchbox cars. And I only found this one. What is this, a 4-seater? Nice banana car. Am I missing any comments? Because I have not seen a comment. I'm in Tampa. Apparently, my messages were not coming through because I didn't have it scrolled all the way back down. That is totally my bad, guys. I was wondering why no one was commenting. I got it all the way scrolled down now, so if you comment now, I can see that. I'm so sorry about that, y'all. I was not ignoring y'all. I knew this is my first time. I was wondering what's going on here. So now it looks like we're in the good. I forgot to scroll it back down. My bad. I'm still new to this technology. We have the Hudson Hornet Matchbox car. This is a cool car. And don't worry, guys, I will be doing a live stream for quite a while. We have a lot of cars to go through. Got a lot more stuff to cover, so please just sit back, have some popcorn, and enjoy your stay at Next Level Toys. Here's the Champion Mercedes 62. I only gave $1 for this. I don't know if it charged me wrong, but they charged me $1. I don't know if it's especially Matchbox, but it's pretty cool. Mainly, I just like the card. And then we have the 35 Ford pickup truck. Slammed, lowered, looks all rusty. What's going on here? Why is this not working? Anybody going? I could use some help with this one, because these are still not coming like they should be. Chris, welcome from Northeast Ohio Diecasts and Treasures. We're having issues with my messaging. When people are leaving comments, I'm not getting them. I don't know why, unless I touch my phone. I'm still here. I got a child before live. Are you going live on this diecast? And definitely welcome, Chris, to our first live stream. I apologize for the late. I didn't really give any much of advance in it because this was a last minute thing that I decided to do, since our internet is actually full throttle here. Let me see if I've missed anything else here. Amazing cars, 13. I'm glad you liked the cars so far. Terry, welcome Terry to Next Level Toys. Yeah, I am at 7 p.m. You're definitely not on the East Coast, are you? So that's probably within the next hour, isn't it? I will, after my live stream, if I have time, I will check out Amazing Car 13's videos, and then I will go straight to your live stream in about 30 minutes. How long will your live stream be? And hi, Terry. It's very good to see you on our very first live stream. I really appreciate you joining us. Making sure this is working now. I think it is. Here's the Polaris. We have 2 of these. I didn't mean to buy 2 of them, but we now have 2 of those. We got the Mbx Skidster. The funny story about these construction vehicles, before the kid content thing with the CDC came in a couple years ago, I was working on putting a construction thing together for this, but you can't do that now. Okay, cool. We will definitely have plenty of time to jump into that. Something has landed in my glasses here. All right. So yes, we'll definitely join you on that. We'll have plenty of time to check you out on this Diecast. Oldsmobile Vesta Cruiser. I love station wagons, and this is like a beautiful paint, like pink. If you just joined us, we are going through our Matchbox cars that have not made it on YouTube yet. And after that, we'll go into Hot Wheel cars and many others. Plus, we're going to go over a lot more stuff here about YouTube and our channel and anything else. Here's a 68 Mercury Cougar. These are the cars I've bought without even trying to do a video with. Thanks, man. No worries. Definitely. I really appreciate it. Do you have a Porsche collection? Actually, it's funny you say that. Let me just come right over here real fast. I have about 20 of these. This one is full of Porsches. But this is going to be another video. I'm actually working on putting all my Porsches together, all my Corvettes together for future videos. But I love Porsches. Any supercars I love. Do you have Porsche collection? Is that your favorite car on this diecast? There might be a Porsche in these Matchbox cars, actually. Here is the NASA van. Anytime I see a NASA vehicle, Matchbox, or Hot Wheels, I'm nabbing it up because I've always wanted to work for NASA, but I'm not too educated to work for NASA. It's hard as hell what I would do. They send me to Mars, I won't be coming back. We got a nice bus here. This is a very heavy casting. I only found the one, but this is all metal except for that plastic bottom. I do believe I have a Porsche in here though. This is a Mr. Bean. I know Chris was looking for that a while back. We found it about when he did. Awesome. I agree with you. I love Porsche. I have an Audi. It's made by Porsche. That's as close as I can get because they're expensive. I was even fortunate enough to get this car, but I love them. The maintenance on them, I had one before this one for 3 years. The only issue I had was I had to replace the battery. I never had to do no maintenance on it. None. This one here I've had for 1.5 years. This is the first issue I have. It's a minor issue. But I do know if they do go down, they will break your wallet. But if you take care of them, they should be fine. This is a very cool bus. This is the GMC 55 Cruiser. Buses is one of my favorite diecasts. I just love the bigger vehicles. For a while there, I did have my channel named Toy Bus Productions because buses was my favorite, but we had to change that. And here's another one of them NASA vehicles. So, yeah. When we start trading, I'll be willing to trade more of these. This one is a little flippy flobbly in the packaging, but you'll have that. 69 Cadillac Sedan DeVille. I think I got this just before I got married. Yeah, 2007. What Audi do you have? We just purchased a 2004. The Qs are really nice. I have an A6 supercharger. It's a cherry red. It's a 2012. It's a newer body style, but it's still nothing new. But it gets me where I'm going, and it is a one owner, so I definitely love them. I would love the Q. It's a nice SUV for sure. What else do you say on that? Yeah, it does mine. I love the supercharger. That's why I bought it. It will go. It's registered for 180. That's the closest to a supercar I can get financially. One day though, I would love the RS5 or whatnot, as long as it's affordable for me, which we'll see how that goes. So I'm glad you like them kind of cars. There is a pink Jeep. This is the 1960 Jeep. We have a few Porsches in our area that I'm like drooling over. Yes, the RSQ5. That is the SUV I would love to have. That has 4 pipes on the back, and it's sweet. They're decked out. Big engine. That will get your family from A to B within 5 minutes. I love German cars. I've had 2 BMWs. I've had 2 Audis, but the rest have been American cars. Don't mean to knock them. I've had more issues with American cars than the Germans. I don't know what it is, except for that 318i. That did eat me. But I agree with you. I love German-made cars. They're quality made. Even the wood grain on my dash, it's real wood. That's one of the things that sold me about it. Anyway, I'm not going to talk more about that car, but I do like it. Have you seen the real Audi RS6? Yes. Yes. I drool. There's actually, when I go to the gym, I park beside it. There's a RS6 right there. They won't even talk to me, but I park beside it anyway. It's beautiful. There's also an S5 and an S6, and I love the S7s. We don't see them too much around here, but there is some S7s in our area. This is an Ice Cream King truck. Out of Audi, though, I do love the 7 Series. It's a hatchback, and you put it in drive, and that little wing will just pop up. Pretty sweet. But I could not even find one to buy because they hardly ever come up for sale. We have Hot Wheel collar changers. Not Hot Wheels, but Matchbox collar changers. Here I am thinking about Audis and Porsches now. But back to these cars. This one, actually, I didn't even know. The blister is already busted on it, so I'll probably yoink that out of there. This is another construction crane I was going to do for a construction video, but that would be child content, so I can't do that. Gotta keep it over 14 and over, folks. This is not kid content. I can't tell someone 10 years old to not watch this. It's just intended for that, so for 14 and over. Here is the Mustang. We just picked up that a while back, actually. So yeah, I got those last cars in here from that haul, so we'll just go ahead and go over them again in case you didn't see that Matchbox video. Here's that blooper I did. We got 2 of them. So I'll be glad to trade off one of them to somebody who needs this casting. Honest Diecast, here is the Porsche. 1971 Porsche. Let me see, is my message is still working? Okay, they're still working. Cool. Okay, we're still good. Now we do have 2 of these. I'm always willing to trade those whenever we start trading. Because I didn't know I had one of these, but apparently I bought them probably like in January, February, because that's the last time I even bought Matchbox cars. Got the green punch bug. Mattel little money truck here. I'm not going to waste too much time on these because I just literally put all these out 3 days ago in that Matchbox video. But these are the same cars. Oh, here's a couple you have not seen yet. So this is probably my favorite Matchbox cars this year we found. Let's see here. Yeah, RS rocks. I agree, yes. The RS anything rocks. I'm one of them people, when I see one in public, I won't follow it, just creep them. But if I see it parked somewhere, I drool. I really like those kind of cars. There's the Jeep. 1948 Willie. In our area, we live in West Virginia, so you don't see too many supercars. There's 2 Lamborghinis, a Ferrari. That's about all I've seen in the past several years I've been here. I've been here my whole life, but I'm talking about the past few years. It's just very uncommon to see an actual super chugging around in West Virginia. Mercedes-Benz wagon. Here's a pretty cool casting. This is a boat. Duke. and quite possibly one of the most hated vehicles in the world, a ticket vehicle. These are the vehicles they use to give you a ticket if you didn't pay your meter in your cities. So now there's that. We're done with the Matchbox cars. But this is a case that I've had for many years, but there's cars in here I have not even poured out in 10, 15 years. So not sure what's all in here, but we're going to check them out. Let's see. We're going to start off with Spider-Man. This is a Majorette from 2004. How many of y'all like Spider-Man? He's my son's favorite superhero. Superman's my favorite, but I do like Spider-Man. Here's an Exxon rig, all metal. This is Road Champs, I believe. Yeah. Then we have a Stunner race car. We've only got one in the room now. What did I fart and scare everybody away? Apologize if I did. I know, Honest Diecasts, you're starting your live stream. Who's here with us? Anybody still here watching? Because we have a lot more we want to talk about as we go through cars that I have not poured out in many years. There's a Knight 200 or 2000. This is one of the cars I played with because I put green Play-Doh all over it. Well, we're just going to discuss some other stuff, so whenever you come back and watch this live stream, you can check them out. We talked about the Hot Wheel hunting, racing, the studio upgrades. We want to upgrade the studio some more. We have one studio light. I'm looking to get 2 more because the lighting issue is still not where I want it to be. We'll be working on that. We're also going to try to get an actual professional Canon camera to actually record instead of using our cell phone, because the autofocusing, that's annoying me. We've got to fix that. Oh, hey Jacob, I'm glad you're still here. We had a few people run out, but I know they're busy doing their thing, and I'm glad you're still here. Let's see, what else we're going to talk about here. I'm going to put a Hot Wheel display rack back here as soon as I find the appropriate one, so like this high in black, so you can have some cars back here. I like the backdrop, too cool. Thank you, Honest Diecasts. For those wondering, you're probably like, why do I have a foam-proof room for a Hot Wheel channel? So here's the story. My friend Jacob, who's watching, we was going to do a gaming channel together. We're still going to. I just don't know when we're going to do it yet. PS5 is still very hard to find, but we're going to get some PS5s, start live streaming, and I got a setup over here. That's what we were originally going to do with this room, as well as YouTube. But that's why it's complete soundproofing. I did it all myself. But so that's why that foam is there. I should have went with a different color, but I do like the red and black. Let's see here. Shout outs. We retired, but we will bring back when we hit 2,000 subscribers. At this rate, we will probably hit that here in a month or two, because it's just been fantastic. I love each and every one of you all. We will definitely do that. I like the red and black. Thank you, Honest Diecast. Originally I was going to do green and black, but I do know with the green screens, if I was doing something strange, you might see through me for that green, and you see black squares and green. Because green is my favorite color. Green and black is what I wanted, but that's why I went with the red and black. But didn't have no issues with the green. But when we hit 2,000 subscribers, we will bring the shout outs back first Sunday every month for 3 months, and do a shout out for 3 of our wonderful viewers each of those 3 months. The first, let's see, road trips. I have everything wrote down so I don't skip anything. road trips. We plan to do some road trips out of state in the near future to do Hot Wheel hunts because we live in an area where there's a Hot Wheel hunt fest. I know of 10 people right now that literally will go the first time in the morning to the last night at these stores. They nab up a lot of these vehicles. My best friend Jacob is still here. He has found 2 supers here recently, but I haven't found one this whole year. And we hunt regularly. It's very, very sought after in this area. So I plan to go out of state, the counties, just to look for Hot Wheel cars. So that will be coming in the near future. We have a big surprise to review to you all when we hit 5,000 subscribers. That's going to be way down the road. But when we hit 5,000 subscribers, I can promise you, you will not be disappointed. I cannot let anything out of the bag, but that will be is amazing when we hit 5,000 subscribers. I think that's about all we need to cover here. We will be making some shirts. My friend Joe at work, he's the one who designed these logos for us. In the near future, I'm going to get him some shirts, and he's going to make us some Next Level Toy shirts. So we'll be wearing the shirt logos. So I can't wait for that one either. That will be coming up. And things go well, we can even put them in a little shop, whatnot, for people to buy if you really like to buy them. We're good at design. I think we can make a cool shirt. Yeah, I think that's about all we're going to be discussing in terms of that. So we will take any questions and answers while we're going through some more of these cars. And here is an old blue box 57 Thunderbird, or 57 Chevy. These are older cars. Every one of these are going to be at least 10, 15 years old or more. Some of them in here is at least 20 or 30 years old, I guarantee it. Here's an old Days of Thunder, 1990. This is in pretty good shape, considering. Pardon me, that pizza's trying to come up, y'all. The mellow yellow. This is an old school road champs dump truck. This is from the 90s. I've had that since I was a teenager. All these I've had for a very long time. This is a Johnny Lightning. Looks like a little British car. All metal with rubber tires. Most of these I picked up at yard sales over the years, even when I was a teenager. Then we got, this is just a basic older coupe. It don't even have nothing on the bottom of it except made in China. Probably from the 90s. It's not really old. Oh wow, I forgot about this. This is an old original Johnny Lightning Redline. It's in very bad shape, missing some tires. But the reason this just dawned on me, we found a Redline Johnny Lightning today in the yard sales. We paid $25 for it. It's not in the best of shape, but that will be coming tomorrow too. But there's my only other Johnny Lightning that's original. This is an interesting casting. Check this out, y'all. It has 5 rows of tires, but only the ones on the end actually rotate. These are all just made on there. That's pretty awesome. If it's unique, I usually tend to grab it up. Here's an old Welly Ford Mustang. It literally looks brand new because it's probably been in here since I bought it, and I just threw it in here. So that's early 2000s. Old Snoopy 1968. It's definitely battered. He's missing. And then we also have another old Snoopy car. Looks like a Zymac on it, but it was originally silver. It's just silver now because all the paint's gone. How many of y'all like Road Champs? Because here's a cool casting by Road Champions. Green and black. If it was a little bit better condition, I'd put it in the background. Totally forgot about having this cool car. Big old intake engine on it. And we have this old, y'all seen many of these before. This is just an old Peterbilt. Yeah. Got an old farm tractor. While I'm going through this, please shoot me some questions. I'll shoot you some answers. Once we finish this case, we'll be ending the live stream because our phone is slowly dying. We got about 40% left. So we've been online now for 50 minutes. Enjoying every minute with you all. This is the Hardee's Days of Thunder. I think that is. Yeah, Days of Thunder. And old Royal Mail trucks. Don't really know much about them, but they're identical. Here's a SM pickup truck. A definite vintage. Half of a truck anyway. This is a Jaguar or a Porsche. Not quite sure. It just says made in China. I've had that for a very long time. This is definitely old school. Very old 57 Chevy. We'll just call it that because that's about all it really looks like it is. Pretty cool though. Just your basic old car. Here's an old Tonka. Blazing Bandit. Burning midnight oil. How about that? That's pretty cool. This is from 80s, early 90s. I forgot what that even is. It's not a pencil sharpener. Here is Racing Champions from the early 90s. I definitely remember buying this when I was in high school. But I never beat it up. Miraculously. I did beat up a lot of my cars. This is the Aberth 2000, made in Hong Kong. It's a pullback, but it is like about 1/64 scale. I don't know if it still works or not, but it looks like it still works. Honest Diecast, you take care too. I will be back on your live stream here very shortly because we will be in here about 15 minutes. So we will definitely catch you. And Jacob, please keep me posted about tomorrow. We will possibly hang out if you're able. If not, I'll still try to see if I can hit the gym because we missed out today. I got the feeling, ugh. I think it's because I woke up at 8 in the morning because I'm not a morning person. And then it hit 90s like instantly, and I had to turn around and come back home and crash for a few hours. But I'm feeling a lot better now. So I apologize for canceling on that today because I still feel bad about that. But this has been a rough year. But anyway, let's check out this Swift Kickers. This is early 80s. You pull this back and it does something, but I have no idea. If you know, please let me know. It's just a really interesting car. If you're just joining us, we welcome you to Next Level Toys. We're going through the last bit of our cars here, and then we'll answer any questions while we're going through them, and we'll be ending the stream here probably about 10-15 minutes. Here's the old Corgis Spider-Man helicopter, what's left of it. We are willing to take any and all questions. We've answered about pretty much everything we've covered, so it's a free room. You can just say whatever as long as it's appropriate. This is this old, it says Simpson on it. It's an old race car. I see 3 people center to the room. welcome to Next Level Toys. We will answer any and all questions. Till then, we're just going to keep going through these cars that I have not opened in over 10 years. This is a car I played with for a long time, a Road Champs Slice. And the door is open. That's a pretty cool car. Everybody's poured on here now. We got 5 people in the room. That's a lot for us. This is our first live stream, so please bear with us. We are making the best of it. We had some issues at the beginning, but I think we have figured them out. See if the comments are still coming on here. Yeah. How many of y'all heard of LJN Toys Hong Kong? I've had this since I was probably 10, 12, 13 years old. So this thing is all metal. It is awesome. It's not in the best of shape, but I just love those kind of cars. The stories they could tell. And this is another SM vehicle made in Hong Kong. This is an old Porsche, I believe. Most of these old race cars were Porsche cars. This still has the window. And Goodyear. Speaking of old vehicles, this says 58, made in Japan. I know it's not quite that old, but it is definitely old. I don't know what happened to the head of the driver, but he's at least still in there. Here's another one of them trucks. I didn't have 2 of these. So we have 2 of these. This is one of them cars that will actually go to 2 cars when you flip it. I don't know. I don't think it's Hot Wheels. It says LT1 on it. It's a Ferrari. This is just a bunch of miscellaneous cars I've thrown in here by different brands. This is an old Road Champions from 1986. If y'all can see that. I hope y'all can see that pretty well. I think it had a convertible top. You can see the little 2 holes there. But miraculously, this old windshield is still on it. That's a big surprise because they always break off. Here's an old bulldozer. Y'all who collect these, you know these get brittle and break off. It's still attached and will probably still roll. Wow, this brings back some many memories. I found this when I was a kid digging in our yard. That house ain't even around no more. They tore it down and put a hair salon there. This is an old majorette. This probably means more to me than any other diecast, really, because this is really meaningful. I don't even know how old it is, but I found it in the 80s. It looked just like this back in the 80s. So it has to be at least 60s, but I don't know when Majorette came out. It says number 13. I'd love any information about it if you have any. But yeah, I was digging in I would do construction and I would dig them, and I dug up that car by accident. I was so surprised. Anyway, here's a Matchbox by Subway. Subway actually put these out back in the late 90s. If you don't believe me, it actually says on the bottom. Very interesting. We have another LIN Toys, just like that police car. These are only 2 castings by that company that I have, and they're very similar. Just solid metal, very heavy cars. Corvette Road Champs, 1982. Probably not quite that old, just because it says made in China with the writing. It can't be quite old. It is sadly missing a door. We have a pink Snoopy. At least I got all those Snoopy cars together. The windshield used to be here, but I accidentally broke that. I stepped on it when I was younger. I don't know nothing about this, but this says cigar box Mustang made in USA. My only type of car like this. It's definitely vintage. But if anybody knows, please hit me up, because I just don't know much about this cool looking car. Here is, I believe, a Bronco. It just says made in China. But it looks like it's Yataming, but I'm not quite sure. Here's an old fire department matchbox. We have a dozen of these, so not really too big deal with that. This is a Road Champs. This is from mid-late 80s. I've had it for a very long time. Just never played with it. If y'all like 4x4 vehicles, here we go. How cool is that? It's a four-wheeler from 2000. Never played with it because I didn't know what to do with it. Here is a Thunderbird, just a basic old car. And here's a Corvette made in Hong Kong. That needs to go in my Corvette cars actually, because it's actually not in too bad a shape. Old Thunderbird. I remember these old cheapo cars. This is one of the few that actually survived my childhood. Here's a race car. Definitely older race car. And we got a little dozer here. It's actually all still intact and works. These came from a cereal box. In case y'all wondering. I miss when you could get cars in cereal. Now you don't get no toys in cereal. It's like a virtual prize now or something like that. Miss those good old days. Here's an old rally basic car. Very large, weird looking casting. I'm not sure what those are in there, but that's probably just how they made the car. Ouch! Got bit by a bulldog. This is a Matchbox Rottweiler. King Lee Gamer, I'm glad you remember that. Yeah, definitely. I remember those too. Ouch. Got an awesome Matchbox. This is probably one of the cooler ones actually. This is from late 90s, early 2000s. This actually matches the studio. Red and black. It's pretty cool. I'm going to put him back there for the rest of the night. Why not? And we have an old station wagon. This is definitely something you'd see in the destruction derbies. They like to use these old wagons. This is old. Made in Hong Kong, 1972. That's all it really says on the bottom, and I fully believe that. This thing is rugged. And heck, I've had it for a long time myself. It was old when I had it. Here's another one of them old classic basic vehicles. Actually, this has made in Hong Kong. Anytime you see Hong Kong on it, it's going to be vintage. At least late 80s or older, because they just don't make them in Hong Kong like that no more. Here's a really cool Corvette. It almost looks like an old tin card on it. This is definitely 80s. Maybe even 70s. I'm not sure, because it just doesn't say anything on it except made in China. So it may not even be that old. I know I've had it for a long time, but it's at least 80s. Here's a Porsche I know Honest Diecast is not here. He's live streaming right now. We're going to jump on his live stream here shortly. This is a Hong Kong Porsche. Definite 70s, early 80s. Our last car in this case is a Maserati. A definite order casting. It's still intact though. So that's all the cars we're going to be reviewing on this live stream because I don't want to bore y'all to death. We have a whole bunch more cars. Ugh. That's just one of probably another 30 boxes, cases that we have of loose cars. But those will be definitely for another live stream. If y'all have any questions, we'll be glad to answer them. If not, we'll be go ahead and ending the live stream so we can catch up on Honest Diecast and swing over to Amazing Cars 13 and check out Chris's awesome Northeast Diecast Treasures channel. And then eat some more. Well, I guess we will go ahead and end it. I think it went pretty well. Please stay tuned for our tomorrow video. We're going to be uploading that tonight for an awesome yard sale hunt. Didn't really find a whole lot, but we did find a good score at one yard sale. So please just check out that video tomorrow if you like older vehicles. Till then, thank you for watching Next Level Toys. We will see y'all again soon. Goodbye. Now let me see how I end this, but happy hunting out there too.